Confidence isn't something that you're born with, and it's definitely not something that takes years to build. Confidence is an asset. You can build it, you can buy it, and you can borrow it. And today I'm going to show you how to arbitrage confidence so you can close deals like a 7-figure agency owner, even if you're just starting out. And if you want the shortcut, you can literally borrow my team's credibility and the confidence directly from us and use it to build your own agency. Now, here's where most people mess up. They think that confidence is a feeling, but it's not. Confidence is just an infrastructure. And what do I mean? People get stuck in imposter syndrome because they're always waiting to feel ready. They're waiting until they know every tool, every detail, every answer. Meanwhile, deals are slipping through their fingers. And the truth is that clients don't expect you to have all the answers. They expect you to have a system to get them answers and results. And that's what I call confidence arbitrage. Now, confidence arbitrage is very simple. You bundle 3 things at the point of sale. You bundle proof, process, and people. Now, proof is your receipts. This is your case studies, your screenshots, your KPI jumps. Process is your architecture. So one page that shows you know how the system works. And people is your bench, the experts that you can call in when you need them, the people that you have behind you. When you show up with these 3 things, you don't need to feel confident. You've already installed the confidence with this behind you. And that's exactly what I would give to somebody who was inside my arbitrage program. But let me break it down so you can start using it right now, whether you join that or not. So imagine you're in a sales call. When a client asks, can your system integrate with Salesforce? What's going to happen is most people freeze. You're going to freeze if you get asked a question you don't know the answer to, because you're not going to have every API, every integration memorized. The traditional way is to freeze, panic, and try and fake it. But the proper way, the way to instill confidence is just to say, great question. Let me check with my architect. Let me check with my head of fulfillment. Let me check with my developers and get back to you. You borrow confidence from them. Why are you expecting yourself to have all of these answers? Now, when you say this, the client doesn't think you're dumb. They think you're a professional. You didn't fake confidence. You just borrowed it from your team. And that's why when you partner with an agency like mine, you get that instant traction because you can truly say, let me go check with, Hamza's team, Hamza's developers, his head of fulfillment. Let me refer to somebody else outside of myself. The other issue with the traditional way is that if you're on your own and if you're a solopreneur, then you have to do all of this yourself. You have to put in the reps and put in the time to build proof yourself. You've got to go through trial and error. You got to figure things out. You have to hire one by one. You got to meet developers. You got to vet them. You could spend months and even years building up your own proof, figuring out processes, and then eventually going through that process, you will one day feel confident. But the alternative route and the proper way, which I would say to do it because you don't have that much time, is that you just arbitrage it. You plug into assets that already exist. You borrow credibility from agencies that have done the great work. You find vetted developers that can basically be your experts in your corner. And that's why you can walk confidently into meetings knowing that you don't need all the answers. So let me go through what this looks like in practice. But basically, like if you're on a sales call and a prospect asks, what happens if your AI agent fails? Instead of stumbling, you can just basically have these lines prepared, ready to use, where you're like, great question. We run on a phased rollout. In phase 1, there's always a human takeover within 90 seconds. Our mean time to repair target is under 5 minutes. And if any major risk appears, we have a rollback plan to your current workflow within 24 hours. You can have these canned lines prepared and memorized so you're never caught in an awkward position not knowing when to say. That's exactly how a 7-figure agency owner is going to talk. You don't think that a 7-figure agency owner is the developer themselves. No one reaches that level without having a team behind them, but they know how to say phrases like this. They know how to handle conversations and conflict. And when you have answers like these memorized, you're never going to be paranoid about getting caught in a sticky situation. So some actionable steps to build your MVC stack this weekend, your minimum viable confidence, is 1, put together a 3-slide proof deck. So anything that you've been able to achieve thus far, any screenshots of any success you've had, Loom video demos of people who you've done work for, any written testimonials you have, collect everything that has ever been positive about you and your agency and put it together into a slide deck. Next is a 1-page process map, a simple flowchart like you might see on my Instagram or my YouTube channel, but put together a process map of something that you've thought through, that you've built out, that you can showcase to somebody and that you can talk to in great detail so they can see, okay, at least he has the mindset or he thinks like an automation operator at the very least. Then I want you to put together a people page. Now this could be on the slide deck, this could be on your website, but you need to find a team behind you. The days of being a solopreneur in the agency space are over because you cannot wear all of these different hats. You can't be sales, fulfillment, account management, support. You need to find good and trusted developers and put together a team and then let your team be public and out there. People will trust an agency far more than they would trust a freelancer or a solopreneur. And if you want a plug and play team, if you want want to just put my team, you can absolutely do that as well. In the description, you can book a call with me to discuss using my brand and my credibility and all of that. And lastly, like I mentioned, have those operator lines ready. So you as an agency owner, you need to be prepared to say, great question. Let me check with X, Y, and Z. Or yeah, absolutely. That's something we're working on. Be able to navigate these conversations in a very tactful, smart way without getting caught up, stumbling, and then feeling like you're going to get caught out. And finally, understand that confidence is not about faking it till you make it. A lot of people say that. But if you have these things installed at your point of sale, you're never going to worry about being a beginner or just starting out or being caught out as a fraud or having imposter syndrome, which is a big one. These things are tangible things to plug and play to actually get you those results. And finally, if you want to borrow my agency, my 7-figure award-winning agency, if you want to borrow our proof, our processes, our people inside of your agency, then what you can do is you can book a call to join our arbitrage program. It's the only link in the description. So you can meet with us. We can see if it's a good fit for a collaboration. Then you get all of this stuff plug and play. So you can go into a sales meeting tomorrow with everything that you need to feel confident that you've got a great team behind you, proven case studies, and you have me in your corner to support you in that entire process. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can book a call and speak with me directly.